You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window?
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
Now Leonard Fournette. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Whip.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. Sweat it, hey. Here we go, 47. Smoke.
Prescott to throw it. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. It's caught inside the 25. Yeah, this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Come off the ball. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
From the gun, Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53, Mike.
I got me. Mike 7.
53 is the mic. 53, check.
Point it right. I got you.
Here's Mayfield.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Mike 51. I got you. Hey, kill.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Robert Foster, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hurry. Hey, alert.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention he deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go, 47. 29 is the mic. 29. I can't believe they let you play. 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. 7-7, our score after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. 51's the mic.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check 24.
Here we go, kill.
Watch the safety creep.
Hey, watch the edge, Go, get out there. 26.
This is Fournette. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Gun. I got motion man. Me. 47. Kill. 26.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here we go. Check your hot read. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott rolling to his right. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
51 the mic, boys. 51. Hey, 47. It's our time, guys. Our time.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott connecting here with DJ Shark. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
21 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Check. We're going to 54. Why? Here we go. 46. 26.
Here's Prescott. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Kill. Mike 51.
Prescott now.
Any day.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And an alley to run. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Check 50.
Check 3. We're going to 54. Why? 25. Here we go. Going to 54. Why? 26.
To throw is Prescott. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and they converted a second time for 6 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Hurry!
Here we go.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 22 yards there. A first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, team.
Mayfield with it once more. They set up the screen to Chubb. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Shift.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Hey, wahoo.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now second and goal from the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Hey, alert 33. Up. Hey, Haywood. Hey.
We got motion. Back.
Now Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Mayfield's pass intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete. It's third down and goal from the 8-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers or counters.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Let's get this all day.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch one.
Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Robert Foster, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Go!
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Switch gears.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory. Right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
180! 53! Come on, D.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Let's get this.
To try again after the sack, Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Browns 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now,
he's got a man, complete, 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Check 52.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, past the 20, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Jaguars 44, Browns 14. Josh Lambeau to kick off 4.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Gets around him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They run again on first down. Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. They'll roll him out right. That's to his running back, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Let's go, baby.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Nice pick.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. Over the middle, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Go, go, go.
From the gun, Mayfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
1st and 10 at the 30.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Check 13.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get the mirrors back and go full straight. Kill.
Prescott off play action. That one complete. He finds Shark. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield down. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. This is caught. A big pickup there. Without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
22 yards. Complete to DJ Chark. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one